Most actions in SlideTutor are performed using the various toolbar buttons. So let's go through them one at a time so you can see what they're used for. The first button is the F button. This button is used to indicate the presence of a finding in your case. So if I left click to select it, as you can see now it's selected. And when I move my mouse over, as you can see now my mouse cursor is an X. And when I left click on the image, that would place the X. So you want to click where you think the finding is that you're wanting to identify. So in this case, I'll click there. And as you can see now, it placed an X on the image. And when I do that, I get a pop-up window that contains a menu tree. And in this menu, I have the different findings that I can mention, that I can identify. And you can, as you see, there are these gray boxes over here. Those indicate that you can open those branches further by left clicking on that. But in this case, I want to say that he has hind limbs. So I'll open that branch and left click on hind limbs to select it, and I'll hit the select button. And as you can see, now I get a yellow box, a node saying hind limbs. And now if I mouse over it, as you see, I get a tooltip that says I can right click on this box to delete it. But there are also other options when I right click it. As you see, I can now describe qualities. And this is important in pathology because different qualities can be important diagnostically. So I'm going to do that. And as you see, I again get a pop-up window with a menu. But in this case, you get the different qualities that you have to choose from. Now for any finding, the only qualities that will appear are the findings are the qualities that finding can have in the area of inflammatory diseases the tutor is teaching. Now in DinoTutor, obviously it's about dinosaurs, but in regular SlideTutor, it would be whatever qualities that finding can have or relevant to that finding. So in any pop-up window, you also have this search tool, which you can use to type in and search what you're looking for. Now you can just type in a couple of characters. You do not have to search for an entire word. And you click the go button, and the tree will open up and display only the things in the tree that have that string that you're searching for. So now I will left click on to select it. Hit the select button, and as you can see now it says that I have 2 hind limbs. Now at any time you can move nodes around by holding down the left mouse button and dragging the node around, and you just keep doing that. And that's our way of letting you move nodes around and let you organize the screen however you wish. So that's what happens when you do everything correctly. But what happens if, say, you misplaced your X? So I'm going to left click the F button again, and I'm going to place my X in clearly the wrong area of the screen. Now at this point, you can cancel out and start all over again. Or you can take care of it another way. Just continue along. And in this case, I'm going to say that he has body. And at that time, I get an alert. It says there is body present, but not where you have pointed in the image. See if you can find where. So when you do something wrong in the tutoring system, the tutor alerts you and it tells you that that's wrong. And as you can see, both the node and the X are red, so that indicates that that was wrong, that there's something wrong about that. And when I mouse over the image, I get that same message that I got earlier that popped up. Now I can fix this mistake in one of 2 ways. I can either right-click the node and delete the finding, or you can move the X to a different area of the slide by holding down the left mouse button and moving the X around. So now when I release my mouse, as you see, the X is yellow and the node is yellow, so that indicates that everything is correct now. So now I'm going to describe qualities. I'm going to say that his body size is small. And when I do that, I again get an alert message. It says you're right to evaluate the size of body because it's important, but the size is not best described as small. So the alert messages help indicate where you were wrong in thinking that. So now I'm going to fix his body size, and I'm going to delete the incorrect one by right-clicking on the quality itself, and I can delete that now. So now I'm going to put the right quality. I'm going to say his body size is medium. Now, as you see, when a node is selected, it's kind of outlined in blue, and the X on the screen also turns blue. So that's a way of helping you see what is selected. So now hind limbs is selected, and that X turned blue. When you select a quality, that gets outlined in blue. So that's kind of a visual way of helping you see exactly what is selected. Now when you right-click on a finding, you might have noticed that there's also this glossary option, and that's our way of providing a little bit of additional information about things. It's not particularly informative in SlideTutor, but in regular SlideTutor, it will help provide a little bit of additional information about that thing.